Okay, you join me inbound on this Delta flight into La Aurora in Guatemala. Yeah, very exotic. After yesterday's exotic destinations in Colombia, we're now off to Guatemala. So yeah, really exploring the world at the moment. Anyway, let's just check the plan to make sure it makes sense, because it probably won't by the time we arrive. Yeah, you know, I was kind of hoping that would... I don't know what's going on there. What have I got direct flight plan? There we go. Okay. I'm not sure, yeah, we might have to... Ooh, that's going to be ropey. Bypass. Hold on. Intercept. Runway 2 after... Okay, we come down there and do a sharp turn. Right, that's going to make life interesting. Because we're surrounded by some pretty sharp mountains. Sharp mountains? High mountains even. Intercept the glide slope at 6,300 feet. The airport itself is at 4,800 feet. So we're right up in the mountains here. So yeah, we'll just have to, we'll probably just have to, yeah, do our best. Map. Increase. Getting ATC from Mexico City. That's all in Spanish, which just lends to the realism. Obviously international flights are commute in English, sort of domestic and sort of like general aviation, they're talking Spanish obviously, so yeah, there's a real sense of being somewhere interesting. So we are currently over... Well, we have actually crossed into Guatemala. We're just on the border with Mexico. Mexico off to our right there in the distance somewhere, so we're sort of on the border. Now we are heading into La Aurora, which is actually in Guatemala City. Guatemala City La Aurora Airport. So that's where we're going. Guatemala is somewhere that I really don't know anything about, to be honest with you. So yeah, I would like to be able to talk about it, but it's obviously one of the Central American countries on that sort of thin little strip of land that sort of joins North and South America, bordered by Mexico and Honduras and El Salvador, and I believe also Belize. Yes. We weren't a million miles away yesterday when we flew in. No, tell a lie, we were. Yeah, we were right over there. Yeah. I mean, globally speaking, we weren't a million miles away. Locality speaking, yes, we are quite far away. So. I zoom my map out, I actually realise how far away Colombia still is. Anyway, we are approaching the top of a descent. Why have I got my anti-ice systems on? I have no idea. Certainly don't need them now. So let's turn that off, off. Anti-fog can stay, and can stay. Anyway, I do seem, since I made the changes in P3D, namely going to 2K and getting rid of the in P3D volumetric, but I mean the fog still looks volumetric, doesn't it? I do seem to have gained a lot of FPS, and I do seem, for the most part, to have lost the stutters. I mean, flight I did earlier out of Heathrow, that was stuttery. I mean, I think Heathrow always is going to be stuttery at the end of the day. But this flight I did out of Atlanta in this, Atlanta, big airport, big city, is smooth as anything. So I'm pretty pleased. I think I've finally optimised the settings and performance. I've even been able to manage to increase the building draw distance and detailed scenery distance, because I noticed things were looking a bit blurry, so I wanted to improve that. Anyway, we are approaching top of descent. I've got to remember how to do the descent thing, this thing. So we want to intercept on a 6,300. Alrighty. Style that in. 6,000. Oops. There we go. And clamp. We begin our descent. ILS is 110.1, so we'll just check that out. Is it on here? It's one of these ones I have to dial in myself. Yeah, no, it's on here. Nav radio. Yeah, here we are, 110.1. I have to put it in myself. Oh, I don't want to descend at that rate. Hold on. Ease up. There we are. 110.1. There we are. Beautiful. And the landing speed should be on the FMC, I think, somewhere. Approach, there we are, V approach, VREF speed, V approach speed 139, there we go. Brilliant. We get a weather update, see what weather we can expect upon arrival, because I really don't have a clue. So, wind 360 at 14 knots. Clouds a few at 1,000 feet, we're going to be well above 1,000 feet, aren't we? Visibility is going to be good, temperature 16 degrees, so yeah, pretty reasonable. And we're now nicely on the descent profile. There we go. And the minimums. What are the minimums in this place? 221. The next things. Oh, it goes in increments of 10. Okay, fair enough. 22.
Aeronáutica 1127, buenos días, pista 5 derecha, altímetro 3042, pendiente pista libre.
Pongamos 5 derecha, pista libre a las 1117, recoge altímetro 3042.
3042, correcto. Pista 2164, pista 5 izquierda, 80 grados 5 nudos, autorizado para despegar en el área de salida 25, hasta luego.
Autorizado al 5 izquierda, 25 en la área de salida 2164, ¿no?
Such a great sounding language, can't even speak my own language. Such a great sounding language, Spanish, I've always found. Really flows well. Can't understand a word of it, just sounds good. Always even if you had no idea where Spain was, just the sound, or Spanish-speaking countries were, should I say, as well. Just hearing it would actually still make you think of somewhere warm and sunny and pleasant. Or maybe that's just me, I don't know.
250 y 21 2 interior 163, buen día.
Buen día. Aeronáutica 48, descienda 13.000 pies y mantenga 240.
Which makes me wonder, does English sound like somewhere that's like cold, grey and wet all the time. And it's actually really windy here today. So we probably want to come in from... I'm trying to think how we're going to do this. No, we can come in direct and then swing around probably. We'll probably swing to the left because to the right is really high mountains. Yeah, very high mountains actually. So we're going to be mindful of that. So we'll vector ourselves from there and swing around for the approach from the other way without hitting the mountains, hopefully. No idea where the airport is. I mean, it's not there, is it? Jeez, no, it wouldn't be. It doesn't look like we're going to clear these mountains here. There, no, we should see. We're descending at fair rate of knots. We haven't got too much further to descend, only another 13,000 feet, so it's going to be around here somewhere. It's going to be nestled in amongst these mountains somewhere. It's going to be it's going to be a really interesting approach because 6,300, 6,800. Oh, it's not going to be a lot of room for error here. Not a lot of room for error at all. This could very easily go horribly wrong. Flying in this part of the world really makes flying around Europe seem really easy. And Europe does have its challenging airports as well. A few of them at least. Let's have a look. Seatbelts on. Go below 18,000. Local QNH. I'm going to set that now, I reckon. There we go. So somewhere down there. Oof. I'd imagine it's, yeah. This is going to be very, very interesting. Well, we're descending on profile. Bypass is the go around position. Still going in it quite. We need to start slowing the plane down soon. The FMC's got plugged in here. Speed, geez. Yeah, I want to slow the plane down nowish, soonish. So speed 250. Yeah, let's get that speed down. I'd rather get it down there rather than the last minute. Fortunately, the speed brakes on this are quite good. This is another fabulous approach, isn't it?
Serie 3973, mantenga 250 nudos indicados, contacto 21 la próxima.
50 nudos indicados y 21 nudos la derecha, 21 operadores.
1374, runway 05 left, wind calm, 04 takeoff, reachable departure 120.5, went airborne, good day. Good day.
Okay. Oh, that cloud right there. No, you just really don't want that cloud to be right there. Come on now, give me a break. No, don't do this to me. Don't have cloud there. Come on. Come on. Is there a terrain thing? Yeah, see, I reckon we might want to whack that round to map. Is that going to give me terrain details? I tell you what, I actually want to slow ourselves right down, I think.
México, llegadas, buenos días, Costa Rica 4050, libre 260 por 20.
Costa Rica 4050, contacto radar de 200, nivel mantenga.
This is going to be interesting. We don't want to slow ourselves down too much, because otherwise we'll
648, autoriza aproximación ILS DM 1 a 5 derecho.
Okay, let's get the lights on ready.
Correcto, inicia gestión a 202.
Alright. Looking for that. One other thing I need to put before I forget is those on. There we go. So we're coming down into some cloud, which didn't really want, to be honest with you. Because that means I can't see where the hell I'm going. Let's have a look. So RAB 12,400. Next is CFO2. That's really difficult to see. So the runway's there. So as we approach the runway, we want to what's our heading? Heading select. Yeah. Start dropping down. We've only got 4,000 feet to go, mind. Use that back up. Yeah, I really didn't want this cloud to be here. Stabilize it. Is there nothing to indicate map? Turbulence, radar, and game. So there's nothing coming up. Warn me of altitudes. Yeah, we'll go to flaps shortly. Our landing speed, let's remind ourselves, 139. Oh, there's the airport, just through the cloud there, and there's the city. Nice. Yeah, my word. So we're heading directly for the airport, and then we want to fly heading a 165. After that, get ready to plug that 165 heading in to a 5 DME, and then we swing it round for the approach. Probably want to start decreasing altitude a little bit more. Let's go flaps 1, let's start getting those flaps out, and let's start slowing down further.
Aproximación, buenos días, Costa Rica 4050, libre 17000 por una estación de 220.
Recibida Costa Rica 4050V, contacto radar descenso a 12.
I'll steer 165 in a minute.
12000, 220, confirmación para Costa Rica 40.
Recibido 40, 50, 30, 42 el altímetro, contacto aproximación
There
final.
we go. Turn 165 now.
1975 con 30, 42 con tráfico 4050. Buen día.
Muy buen día.
Capitán 40
169, contacto 21-2, aproximación.
21-2, buen día, Corsair 169.
4050 contacto, va a decir ligeramente los 5 y 19 autorizado la policía 700 y policía directo 505 Costa Rica 40.
What an approach! Wowzers, this is incredible.
Bien lo digo.
Altitude. 1-1, buenos días, Corsair Bravo al final, 5 izquierda, posición y mantener.
Corsair 085, desciende a unos 7010 y reduzca a 220.
7220 Costa Rica 8. Tenemos velocidad Costa Rica 40.
23, por su izquierda, cruce 5 izquierda, en Bravo terrestre 285, hasta luego. Buen día, UCC 3973, buenos días, 5 derecha, 30.2, número 2.
Stabilizer motion.
Aeromar 648, pista 5 derecha, 70 grados 5 nudos, autorizado para aterrizar.
Stabilizer motion. Landing gear. Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
1975, hasta luego.
1975, muy buen día, Corsair 169.
Buen día.
Aproximación final México, buenos días, Corsair 169, 220 nudos. En contacto 169. Buenos días, contacto radar, gracias, Aeronáutica.
Stabilizer motion.
Continúa reducción a 200 nudos.
200 nudos,
Correcto, sigue tráfico de compañía, en breve 190 está a las 10 de su posición, 4 millas, 14, 200 por menos.
pendiente contrario.
Well, probably configured too early.
616, 5 izquierda, posición de mantener.
Buenos días, posición Madalena, izquierda,
Aeromédico 420, en Alfa 1, cruce 5 derecha, manténgase 5 izquierda. En Alfa 1, cruzamos 5 derecha, 5 izquierda, Aeromédico 420. Aeromar 648 por la derecha, terrestre 21-0.
Por la derecha, 21-0, Armar.
¿Es 9?
11975, hasta luego.
1975, Costa 285, muy buen día.
Buen día.
Wow, that was quite the approach, wasn't it?
5-7 nudos, ya.
Gotta say, I really liked that one. Really liked it. Had more room than I realised, probably could have configured a little bit later, but I didn't want to chance it too much.
615 izquierda, viento calma, autorizado para despegar en el aire salida 25, hasta luego.
No, le autorizado a 25 izquierda, 25, la 16,
Buen día.
Pretty neat. So this is Guatemala City. I tell you what, in South America they really do choose great places to put their cities. You think Bogota and This one, Guatemala and Rio de Janeiro, and yeah.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay,
Directo Mave.
looking good. Wind's quite strong.
3000 y 280 Aeroméxico 323.
We should manage nicely. Not sure which side to vacate to be honest with you.
Derecha, mantenga ante 5 izquierda. Al 672 en Bravo 1, cruce 5 derecha hacia Alfa 1, en Alfa 1 mantenga ante 5 izquierda. Desde
1000.
pista 5 izquierda, viento 80 grados 6 nudos, autorizado para despegar en el aire salida 25 hasta luego.
Autopilot.
Hasta luego.
$400. Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Oh, what a float. What a float. Good job the runway's long. Cool, we really floated that one. What a great, oh man, I'm really gonna have to do some more flying in Central and South America, because this is super. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's great places to fly into. A little bit stuttery here, having said about how I was having great frames and stuff. I need that temp fate. That's not too bad though. FPS here actually. 27, that's reasonable-ish for considering we just landed in a big city. Okay, let's go and park up over here. We'll have a look at the replay. We'll get the. I think the landing rate was good at least because we totally floated that one out like anything. I couldn't come in any slower because I've pretty much been stalling, but we'll have a look at the replay. Work out how to land this plane better. Anyway, here we are in Guatemala City. Stow those, stow those. 213, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I forget to stow the flaps.
Continuamos 5 derecha con 3042, costero no 69.
Right, let's come over here. Go status.
Lima Julieta Kilo, ¿me confirma qué código está activando?
México 420, pista 5 izquierda, 80 grados 6 nudos, autorizado para despegar en el aire salida 25 hasta luego.
Autorizado despegue 5 izquierda.
Probably only needed 25 degrees on the flaps. That's probably why. Alrighty, replay time.
Viento 365, contacto radar.
That's going to be one of those. There we go, we get a lot of spots.
Tomada con 3000, costero 93.
Costero 285, buenos días, 5 derecha, 3042, número 2.
5 derecha, costero 0.
Yeah, probably overflared it. Look at that. Whoa, yeah. Way too much flare. No. A little bit off the centre line, wasn't too disastrous.
Autorizado para aterrizar en piso derecho, 016.
Modular 82, pista 5 izquierda, 100 grados 8 nudos, autorizado para despegar en el área de salida 25, hasta luego.
Atrás, pista 05 izquierda, en área 25, volátil.
72560, 5 izquierda, posición y mantener.
A posición y mantener, pista 05 izquierda, interviento 560. Directo Mave, y me confirma 13000.
Correcto, Aeroméxico 907.
Recibido, directo Mave 13000, Aeroméxico 907.
739, mantena 250 notificados, contacto 21-2 aproximación.
Mantenemos 250 indicados y aproximación 21 semáforos volar y 739.
Correcto.
No, Julieta, Kilo, active su repetidor de altitud, por favor.
20633, contacto radar.
El contacto radar, costera 263. 125 con salida 725,
Hasta luego, costera 169 por la derecha, terrestre 21 682 izquierda, posición y mantener.
Posición mantener izquierda, costera 263.
Ahora Lima Julieta Kilo con altitud, caballero. No, negativo, no aparece.
Aparentemente no está transmitiendo nuestra altitud, viene en modo altitud.
Aeroméxico 323, contacto 21-2 aproximación.
21-2, Aeroméxico 323.
Muy formación en Lima Julieta Kilo, estamos en CNA con 7900. Ok, muchas gracias, pendiente de descenso. Pendiente de descenso, muchas gracias.
1-2000, mantenemos 250, contacto radar, gracias, Aeroméxico 323.
Okay, and that will do it for now until next time.